Hello everyone, welcome to Andy's Travel and Exploration channel. And I'm your host, Andy. I am a geologist and an explorer. And today we're going to be exploring the Helen Hunt Falls area, or the Cheyenne Canyon Park here in Colorado Springs. And right now, I'm sitting on top of a batholith, and if you look behind me, it's a nice piece of Pikes Peak granite I'm sitting on. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that today. And so, we're going to be exploring all this area, the different roads, the trails, and we're going to be looking at some interesting rocks and just some good old hiking. But yeah, let's get to it. And one thing I wanted to take note before we head down the road there. That's where we're heading. It is 2026, and it is particularly dry this spring. It actually feels like summer here in late March, which is it's happened before, but this is one of the worst dry spells we've had. We've maybe had 2 to 3 very light snows. I believe the heaviest snow we had was up to 6 inches back in January. And if you look below, these are the 2 reservoirs that sit below Helen Hunt Falls. They look pretty low, especially the one behind there. That is the water supply. At least one of them, but they're pretty low, and we need some rain. But you can also see we also have a good glimpse of the city here. Got downtown Colorado Springs there. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And it's a good bird's eye view of the whole city. But we're going to make our way down. Lots of bikers out today. But yeah, if you look here, you get a good glimpse of this Pikes Peak granite. We're going to be taking We're going to be taking lots of looks at this granite today. And this is what it looks like up close. But all right, let's we're gonna go up this road, and we're gonna maybe take a few stops and look at some of the cliff sides. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, we're gonna go up this road now. There's probably quite a bit of traffic on this road today. It's really nice. Just have to be careful. This is the what I would consider the back way to get to Helen Hunt Falls, but a lot more fun. And as long as you have a good set of tires, you'll be fine. Set up numerous pull-off points where you can pull off and take pictures and stuff. You can see more of that granite popping out of the mountainside there. Road's kind of rough today. I think they did a fresh grade on it. The ruts on them are pretty fresh. Got some more of that granite up there. We're going to be going through some tunnels too. Actually, we got a tunnel coming up real quick. Many times you have to wait for another car to pass. Some of these tunnels you can't see. Well, this one you can see the other side, but there's a tunnel up here. Past this one you can't see the other side. This one, thankfully, you can. Woo, tunnel. Got another biker up here. This is a very popular mountain biking road. They go from Helen Hunt Falls, wherever else. And as you can see, they cut the road through the rock, through the granite. That's another nice, impressive look at the granite to the right. Cut through canyon here. We'll have granite on both sides. There's a big cliff on the left. It would be instant unalive on this road if I went off. We're going to be coming up on the other tunnel. It's a bit longer than the last one we just went through. Hopefully there's no cars coming up. That'll be bad. Really bad. Gotta look for cars. Maybe even give it a honk. But you want to do a courtesy honk if you go into a tunnel you can't see the other side right away. Closer to the main area we're going to be hiking at. Got some more of that granite. I love the granite. It is so dry. We had a couple of little rain clouds yesterday. Just a little spit of rain. There wasn't hardly enough to even hit the ground. We really need some rain. By the way, this is Gold Camp Road, if you were wondering. It's one of the famous roads that was used to get to Cripple Creek back in the day. The famous gold mine that's still active today. Some falls to the right, and we have made it to the other side. Lots and lots of bikers and people. It's a very busy hiking area too, so careful we don't video footage people who don't want to be videotaped. parking. Looks like we're gonna have to get creative on parking. Alright, we'll see in a little bit. I gotta go find parking. Alright, so we're here at Cheyenne Canyon Creek. This is the area just below the main falls. And we had to park down here because it's very crowded today. So we're gonna hike our way up the road and get up to the falls. Alright, we're gonna make our way up. Yep, just a nice stroll up the road. I do have a little bit of a cough, so you have to bear with me. But a little cough ain't gonna stop me from coming out here. We're coming up on the parking lot. I'm gonna turn off the camera until we get up. I don't want to capture any license plates or anything. And here are Helen Hunt Falls. Coming down the Pikes Peak Granite. We're going to be making our way up this path up here. We're going to make our way up and up. Okay, we just got past the falls here. The creek's to our right there. And we're climbing up. Now, I'm going to climb up all these stairs. This is technically a shortcut. We've reached checkpoint 1. We just came from that trail. We're just going to keep on going up. We're heading towards this batholith outcropping up there. where the waterfall, where there is also another waterfall. Alright, let's head up there. This is the fun part. It's all these stairs. Excuse me. Whew. I lived here for a couple years now, but I've generally gotten used to the altitude. But when you have a chest cold, the altitude shows its ugly colors. Here's a good look of the pink granite. It's a little different color than what we saw earlier. It's like the fence had a bad day. We're just gonna take our sweet time. Not gonna rush it. Sometimes when I'm hiking, it's hard for me to not think I'm in some kind of race. I just want to get to the top as soon as possible. But right now I'm being reminded I need to slow down. At least I got my water. I see some cumulus clouds forming. Hope they'll have some rain with them too. All right, we're gonna get to the top. All right, we just take a 5-minute breather. We're almost to the top. It's nice that they placed these benches because they knew people might need them. This is not an easy hike, actually. Whew, that's quite a climb. So apparently people have wanted to take an adventure and climb down this exposed cliffside, which common sense would tell you not to do that. So yeah, you would definitely get hurt or be unalived going the way down. But it's a cool waterfall. Alright, so we're heading up the trail even more here. Nice shade. And despite there not being any rain, looks like we have a natural spring coming out of this mountainside. It's coming out right here exactly. That's pretty cool. So there is water underground that's coming out. Alright. There's just a lot of people here. Alright. So we're really starting to see, can really see the batholith coming out here. Of course, the creek does a good job of exposing the granite. But I'm assuming all this water is, some of it's snowmelt, but also fed by natural springs. Water is being pushed out by the mountains and through the cracks. So as long as the springs hold out, there's going to be minimal amount of water coming down this creek. It's that's nice chilly water too. We're gonna mosey on over here after these people move. Well, I made it to the top of Silver Falls, Cascade Falls. It's quite the hike. This is what it looks like from above. It's very slippery. It's deceiving too. So it looks like you could climb up these without climbing gear, but you definitely would want climbing gear. And this creek goes all the way to the top. I'd love to know where it starts. and we're gonna head back down. All right, we're gonna head back down now. It's always easier going back down. Alright, so we're continuing to head down this flight of stairs. Hi.
How's it going?
Hello, hello. parking lot's down there. It's nice. These clouds have filled out nicely towards the end of this hike. Hopefully they'll bring us some rain. As I said, the nth time. Nice, cool mountain breeze. So they built this culvert here. So I'm guessing a lot of the water comes down rushing on this lane here when it rains. And you can also see looks like some fire prevention here with these downed trees for sure. Don't light a match, whatever you do. Yeah, we're getting towards the bottom here. Pretty steep, isn't it? Something smells. Smells like the sewers, the porta potties. Maybe they need to change them out. Alright, we're going to be heading back down to the car, but there's one more area I'd like to check out down here. Hello. This trail leads straight back to our car, and it's not next to the road.
Yeah, don't. Just tell them that's what it is. And please don't make me feel guilty for not doing it. Because I'm going to plan stuff, and I'm going to take care of my...
Huh. Well, this is interesting. Here is an active tributary. Running into the creek below. I am seeing some shiny pyrite on that rock down there. Now let's see if we can find a good specimen. Pick a rock. Any rock. Now, as you can see, These little pebbles are quite angular and small, of course, because of the breakdown. But the angularness of these pebbles has to do with their composition. Given that your major composition is granite, which is, in my opinion, a mix of different minerals making up one rock, you're going to have clasts of angular rock in the stream bed. But the bigger ones, you can see they're more rounded. That's because, well, they're not as broken down, and maybe of one composition. Here's a good spot. That's what I was looking for. Stones. So what we can find that's interesting, at least, most of this is all granite. Let's just pick up one. There's your classic granite. You definitely got some hornblende in there. Some feldspar. Some quartz in there too. Right there. There's your hornblende right there. It's more well-rounded because it's been in the stream for a while, and the erosional forces or weathering cause it to round. This one's got that classic pink color, so it's really a lot of minerals mashed together to make up the granite. So when this granite formed, 1 billion years ago, it was more of a melt underneath the ground, and then it rose and solidified, and erosion eventually exposed the granite outcroppings, allowing for granite to just come tumbling down the mountain into these streams. And this one This particular batholith, we're sitting on a giant batholith of granite, basically, and this one definitely contains more feldspar than quartz, and a little bit of hornblende. But we're going to make our way back to the car. Alright, this trail will lead us back to the car where we started. Alright, I just came across something very special. This is a geologically heavy segment of this video. Here, I'll show you what I found. Here is a massive outcropping of the granite that has been eroded away and weathered. And there's some things I want to show you that are very cool. Of course, it's the pink Pikes Peak granite, but it's got some classic fractures that we can see. And notice you can see they're at an angle. And so this will actually tell you what direction the stress was or is when these were formed. What direction the stress was. And so looks to me, I'll have to do more research, but the stress is coming from this direction down here. You got another stress angle here. So it makes sense because they're kind of dipping this way. That's the direction of the dip of the batholith here. And the stress pattern just goes up. Got more over here, and you can see the breakage too. What direction these blocks of earth are breaking. You can see here it's almost a perfect rectangle here. But the same angled pattern inside these rocks show the stress history of this particular part of the batholith. A little less obvious here, kind of mixed together here. That's pretty cool that you can actually see the breakage patterns. All right, we're gonna head back down to the car, I think. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and cross here. I got some good boots on to do that for. See how wet my feet get. They didn't get wet at all. Sun's peeking out a bit amongst the cumulus clouds up above. See if we can find any color in there. The sun does a good job of showing color, but you have to get on a specific angle to see it. This is a freed quartz. This was probably in a granite somewhere, and then as the feldspar dissolved, the quartz is left over. So you can see the creek is a good mineral separator. Hold on tight to your camera. Looks like someone built a little dam up here. People love to find ways to alter the terrain. Huh. I'm seeing some interesting color in here. Where'd it go? Ooh, that water's cold. Some more quartz. It's a smoky quartz. Well rounded, of course. Water does that. That water is freezing. Alright, let's make our way back. If I see anything interesting, I'll let you guys see it. But all I see is granite right now. There's some trash here, unfortunately. People do litter around here. It's always to have nice boots when you're hiking. It gives you more confidence in navigating difficult terrain. I say the measure of your hiking is the measure of your feet. That will be it. All right, well, that concludes at least the first part of our Helen Hunt Falls hiking excursion. This was all done in one day. And I'm very thankful I was able to come out here and enjoy the great outdoors with y'all. I do plan on doing other videos like this in other places. But if you could, give this video a like and a subscribe so I can continue doing these videos. We'll see where we go next time. Not sure where, but it'll be somewhere deep in Colorado. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to Andy's travel and exploration. Have a good day.